Hello, hello, and welcome to today's episode of Happy Holidays. This is our December series where I come on and share a helpful money tip, a helpful money tool, or a wealth building idea as we prepare to wrap up 2022 and bring in a new year. So if you are joining me live, go ahead and put in the chat where you are joining me from. I welcome everyone. If this is your first time catching me, my name is Holly Reed of the Master Playbook, and I'm on a mission to equip the next generation, the now generation to master money and to empower parents just like you to give our kids the financial head start that they deserve. Okay. And so tonight I am feeling inspired. I am feeling so inspired tonight. So, welcome. Come on in. Share this with a parent with a school age kid. Share this with your rich auntie. Welcome, Morgan. Good to have you on. But I am feeling inspired tonight, feeling so inspired because I had a fantastic day. Much earlier today, I have a mentee that currently attends North Carolina A&T in Greensboro, North Carolina. That is my alma mater. And she is home for the holidays, right? And so it's a casual relationship where, she asks questions, I give her answers, we talk about her career, we talk about her preparing for her internships and interviewing for internships, the things you talk about to people who are younger coming up, making their way during their whole college experience. And so I knew she would be home for the holidays. And I was like, well, what are you getting into this holiday season? And she was like, oh, well, I'm going to be volunteering across the city. I would love for you to join me. Listen, my mentee invited me to come out and volunteer with her today. And I jumped at the opportunity. And that's why I'm inspired, because the now generation, when I talk about young people, I often refer to them as the next generation, the next generation. But let me tell y'all, the next generation is here. They are the now. They are the now generation, and they are going to lead us. So tonight, I wanted to just talk about how important it is for us to set the example, because obviously she's watching somebody other than me to have that desire to give of her time on her winter break, on her holiday break, when she could be chilling, Netflixing it up, hanging out with her friends, focused on whatever gifts she may have received or not received, the holiday season. But she wanted to spend her time giving back. And I thought that was so important. Obviously, it aligns with the 5 money habits that I preach to anyone who will listen to me. The 5 money habits, and it's the 5th money habit, which is to give generously. To give generously. Listen, giving generously is probably one of my most favorite money habits, because it's one of the money habits that costs us the least, right? It can be done at every age in life. I don't care if you have a 4-year-old. I don't care if you have an 8-year-old. I don't care if you have a 21-year-old in your household. It is so important that we teach them the money habit of giving generously. And of course, I've talked about this already earlier this month, in this Happy Holiday series, just the importance. And so the way that I teach and talk about giving to anyone who will listen is obviously through the 3 T's of giving, right? You give through your time, you give through your talent, and you give through your treasure. And today we gave back through our time. We actually spent time at the Atlanta Community Food Bank. It is one of the largest food banks in the state of Georgia, sorting and distributing food so that it can be We really sorted food, sorted, organized so that it can be distributed to those who are facing food insecurity across the state, within the city. And it was so, so satisfying. So this what my tip for tonight is I want you guys, if giving is important to you, let me tell you why giving should be important to you. Let me tell you why. Because not only do we want to raise our kids to be money smart adults, we also want we want to raise adults who are compassionate, who show empathy, who understand that the things that we are able to give them, provide for them in life, come with a value, come with a price, and not everyone can have these things, right? So if you guys are joining me live now and have kids, let me know what age your kids are in the comments. I'm just curious. If I have any parents on right now, let me know how old your kids are. But this is such an important thing that we need to make sure we instill into our young people. And one of the ways that you can do that, I talked about the 3 T's of giving, but more specifically, if there are things that you are passionate about, you yourself, that you value, that every year you give to your alma mater, okay? Talk to your kids about that. Tell them what you do and why you do it. That's the important piece. What's the story? What's the connection? Why do you give back to your alma mater, right? If there is a cause, a specific cause that you contribute to, tell them why you contribute to that cause every year. And more than anything else, get them involved. Have conversations with them. So as you talk about the things that are important to you, also ask open-ended questions to see what are the things that are important to them. And then don't just stop there. Once you know what's important to them, go back and proactively together find out a way that you guys can go and volunteer and do something together around something that they're interested in. So that's the best way to get our kids, our teenagers involved, is to make sure that it aligns with things that they are interested in. And listen, it may not always do it. I've been through those teenage years, and so sometimes it's a struggle, right? Sometimes you have to force them. And how many times I can think of a number of times where we force our teenager to participate in something he didn't want to do, but at the end of the day, it was all good. It was a positive experience. He learned something, he took something away from it. So it's not all about just being our kids' friends and, oh, I don't want to disrupt him. Oh, he's tired. Oh, he's done this and he's done that. Guess what? He can do one more thing. And so you are the parent, and it is your responsibility to raise adults who have compassion, who are empathetic to others, who will give a good gosh darn about what's going on in this world, because we all play a part. We all play a part in making this place better, right? And there is no better way than to practice, implement the money habit of giving generously. And I call it is a money habit, but it doesn't always involve money, right? It can involve your time. It can involve your talents, your natural skills and abilities in order to move a cause or a movement forward. And so I just encourage you guys. Listen, I was so inspired today. So I'm going to share some pictures from that volunteer experience earlier today with me and my mentee, but it just touched my heart, and it just put me on fire on what we need to do more of, what I will make sure that through the master playbook we are doing more of, from not just talking to our kids, not just showing them a video of kids their age doing great things in their community, but also making it a real, tangible, actionable activity that they can walk away and say, you know what, because of my participation in with the money camp for kids or the money camp for teens, or because of a specific curated program that Miss Holly led, or Miss Holly had a group of volunteers do, that that they get something out of this and really understand the importance of giving. So this is my ask for tonight. I appreciate you guys coming on. I want you to join me for the rest of 2022. Every day this month, I'm going to come on and go live, give you a money tip, a money tool, or a wealth building idea that you should be implementing with your family. So I invite you, this is your personal invitation to join me every night. Follow me on social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, because I really want to build and grow this movement to close the financial education gap, and more importantly, close the racial wealth gap that exists in minority communities, Black and minority communities, right? And so the way that we do that, one of the ways that we do that is through education. And that's what I'm all about. I'm trying to educate the people, right? So we can move forward, and so that the now generation can achieve things far faster than we could have ever thought we could have done on our own. All right. And so with that education piece, I want you to go to the link in my bio. There is a guide, and I actually put it in the show notes if you're joining me on Facebook or Instagram. So let me make sure I'm showing that as well. But I'm giving you guys an assignment. Since everybody is home, a lot of people are off of work. Your kids are home from school, taking breaks from school, taking breaks from homeschooling. My assignment to you for the rest of this holiday season, since everybody is kind of nested at home, I'm charging you to start jump starting some money conversations with your kids and teens. All right. First, you're going to learn a lot about how your kids answer these questions, right? So it's just some prompts to kickstart some conversations. You'll start to hear their thoughts, their opinions, what they know, what they don't know, so you can fill in those gaps, right? But the goal is for you to see where they are, meet them where they are, help them fill in the gaps through having conversations about your family values, your priorities when it comes to money, and how money should be used and how money is a tool, right? So download that free guide. It's in my bio in Instagram, and then I've put the link in. The link should be scrolling across the top of here. I'll drop it in the comments as well, so you'll have it. But check it out, and then let me know what happens in those conversations. Okay. Again, my name is Holly Reed of the Master Playbook, on a mission to close the financial education gap. Thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. All right. Have a good one. Bye.